Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, this is Heather / Hetty from Alive in Me, and it's geared towards praying for an awesome friend, as I said before, at I Feel God. And that's a dear friend, once again, that I've said, also a very, very close friend, family of at Carla Nix. That's CARLA capital NIX on Twitter as well. And she's also on Facebook as well. Very, very dear friend of mine as well. She's very much a prayer warrior and very best friend of Jesus, praying very much so. And I believe she's like setting up a podcast for him today in just a little bit. So once again, on Twitter, go see her site at Carla Nix. And there you can also pray for at I Feel God. I'm about to say my own name. Anyway, and that's for Bishop James Brown, and he always has it as Bishop James at I Feel God Brown. It's like his middle name. And it is. I mean, that's literally, it's kind of like Alive in Me should be my new middle name. But he is definitely, I feel God, and he definitely feels him. And I know I can tell God feels him because he's with him all the time. And he did go through, I guess, the surgery for what was going on in his stomach. I haven't gotten the lowdown yet on what exactly was whole pertaining that created basically this whole hospitalization overnight, which I know what that's like. However, he held strong, and he has faith, and it's all in God's hands, and is taking care of him, very much so, through his faith. And I just want to give you just a quick update, just saying that he's resting in his faith, as he posted on my Facebook site. If you're connected there, to go and just see what he typed back on one of my statements there on my last video, and just see how he's just so upbeat even in circumstances like this. And like I said to my friend at Libby Talks when she had her stomach surgery, I said, honestly, I would rather stick with my brain surgery than any stomach surgery, because it's just so much more delicate to really recover from. The brain, honestly, is muscle. The only part that's hard to recover from is if you've had it 3 times, and the skin is hard to recover from, because there's less and less. That's my one, and the bone that's put back in. That's the other part. But it's not it's just not all this different types of flesh and everything. It's just muscle that just goes right back together so simply. And so the stomach's a little more difficult to recover from. It's a little more painful. So my heart really goes out there. But one amazing verse I will always look at, because he has been tagged a few times with his health lately, and he is so strong with his faith. And I've been tagged the last 10 years, and the last 7 of them I've been a Christ follower. So you have to know that life is never perfect, and is never going to be, but we're perfect no matter what in his eyes, and life will be, when we are with him. But we have to remember that when we're with him, and when we're actually his best friend, when we trust him and we obey him, we have to remember there's this one in Philippians that I just absolutely love. That it's Philippians 29. For you have been given not only the privilege of trusting in Christ, but also the privilege of suffering for him. Because our suffering, as much as we think it's ouch, oh my gosh, it doesn't even compare for what he has done for us, to be able to go and see his amazing wonders, to be with him, neck and neck, and hugging him, and be absolutely free of all the chains and burden here. And it's just amazing. And he chose him in this particular sense too. to be trusting and obeying and still have that faith and show people that. And right now, people are like, wow, with all he's going through, what is up? And I know he's right now talking about Jesus to everybody there. So that's just how he is, even through all the pain. So that's one amazing thing about, James, is that he's sitting there even in pain, and he's, talking about Jesus with everybody. Whether they're a Christ follower or not, they're going to think about it. And that's what's amazing about him and his heart. It's all, for other people to be able to see how amazing he is through every circumstance. And the one, obviously, one that always grips me with him, because every time we talk on Skype, we always would end it with prayer, and he's a pro at that. And obviously it's chapter 4, verse 2, and devote yourselves to prayer with an alert mind and a thankful heart. And that's him. And he always has a thankful heart for every one of you. And, everything that's gone in his life. And even right now, what he's going through, he's thankful because he knows it's going to turn out somehow for his glory. And just know that, once again, Twitter at @IFeelGod is out there, and he's even praying for us. That's just how he is. And just, give him your prayers, and, just pray that the suffering just is lessened, the healing is more, and in his will, it's in his timing. I just pray that doesn't last too long, because we like to get him back and up, and just obviously sharing, faith and his word once again. Anyway, once again, that's for I Feel God. Just keep him in your prayers. He had that surgery done on his stomach, and he's resting, and he is healing through him. So many blessings, and keep in touch with me, and once I get updates, and a very dear friend of his, Carla Nix, on Twitter. And otherwise, just pray for I Feel God. Many blessings, and I love you guys so much.